Hello. As you can tell, I'm sounding a little bit better than I did last time I talked to you, but I'm still not completely over this infection yet. Hopefully I got a few more days with the antibiotic and then it'll get me back to normal. But until then, we're going into week 5, and you got some new assignments that I posted. And you'll notice that when it came to your cause and effect essay, I just gave you credit for the first draft and for your participation in the discussion. What I haven't done, and what I will be doing over the next couple of days, is giving you my comments on that first draft of your cause and effect essay. You notice one of the assignments is called a thesis statement, and it talks about topic sentences as well. So you've got an assignment I want you to do with that first draft, but really I don't expect you to turn it in to me till later on this week, because one of the other assignments and one of the nice things about my comp lab is that you can take an essay that you've written, and I think you've got about 10 essays that you can submit to them for they have what they call the tutor. And I think they use smart thinking yet still, but I'm not sure. But I want you to take your first draft that you did on that cause and effect and submit that to the net tutor at my comp lab. You'll see the instructions and the assignments for how to do that. And I'm looking for your thesis statement that you had and how you developed it with your topic sentences. And you notice in my lecture or the assignment for the thesis, what I've seen in the essays I have looked at, they were good, but they really didn't have what I call a thesis statement and supporting points to it that led back to a thesis statement. One of the things we want to do, especially with a college essay, is have that definitive and well-defined thesis statement in your essay. As most of the essays you'll read by, like Stephen King, you really didn't have a stated thesis. And speaking of the King essay, I wish I'd have been feeling better last week and been more involved with that. It was a pretty good discussion about his. And you notice this new essay I got deals with classification type writing. It's going the other spectrum, going into comedy, and some of my favorite ones are Three Stooges. But I want you to read that, and that's a discussion assignment for this week. Got some questions. Even though it was more or less written for a male audience, I think it was first published in Esquire magazine. I'm not sure it's in the biography of the author. But I also want to see what the women think. Can they apply it to some men they know? Do you think his thesis that he has in his essay that all men can be classified as one of the 3 types of the Three Stooges, is that valid? Does he make a point? So we're looking for that as a discussion this week, dealing with a little comedy. And I hope most people do appreciate the Three Stooges. I think that's the assignments. I'll be returning my comments on your essays. Get your first draft to the net tutor. He does a very important note in that assignment for the net tutor. Once you do give it to them, it only takes about a day, and sometimes not even less than that, for they'll get your comment back. I don't know if they send you in, like some students have told me on your main homepage when you go to my comp lab, it'll say you have your essay returned. I've always been told that you had to go back into where you submitted your essay, as it shows in the directions that I've given you to follow, how to post your essay, send it to them. But I think you have to go back to that same area and click on there, and it'll tell you that your essay has been edited and ready for your review. So you can click on that, and you'll see what the net tutor says. Be sure that once you see it up there in the area, that you copy and paste it immediately to a Word document, because I want you to send me the copy of that to me so I can see it as well. I've heard that if you just go in there and you look at what the net tutor says, and you go out of my comp lab, and then when you come back in, you won't be able to get it again. And that's what I've heard from several students. So that's why I had to put the little note at the end of the assignment to say, be sure that once you first see what the net tutor said and all their comments, it's usually about 5 or 6 pages, that you immediately copy and paste it into a Word document so you can save it, because one of your assignments is to send that to me by the end of this week or next week 5. So I think I explained the assignments. you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully I will be more into the discussion, especially when it's talking about my favorite people, Three Stooges. Talk to you later.